Probably no team has dealt with more adversity than the Toronto Raptors. Remember the season in Tampa, and the one shining light out of that, Scotty Barnes, a 4th overall selection, who last season was named the Rookie of the Year. Myers Leonard back in the NBA as the Milwaukee Bucks trying to get on the board first, coming off of as Flynn sends it to Precious Achiuwa with an up fake, and now a scoop shot that is good.
So when they come back, they're not just stale. They still had a lot of time off where they are getting ready for the game.
Portis, the 3, and it's good.
One of the things that stuck out to me was they were able to play different styles. They were able to go big. They were able to go small. As you see Gary Trent Jr.
The 3 is good, plus the foul.
If that's not Miles Leonard, that's Brook Lopez, who can step out. So once again, the style is not changing.
Gary Trent Jr. rattles in a 3, and Mike Budenholzer calls a timeout. Also checking in, Lindell Wigington, who is from Halifax, Nova Scotia. His 2nd year in the NBA, and that 3-pointer is good. Wesley Matthews, who also played at Marquette University. Shot doesn't go. Here's Malachi with a left, and it's good, attacking Goran Dragic.
Comes in, plays the game. He doesn't change much. Now it's about knowing when and knowing how.
Jumper for Scotty Barnes. Jump shot going. You were here when DeMar DeRozan really spent a lot of time as Antetokounmpo lays it up and through.
And letting someone else make a decision, and Malachi Flynn doing a nice job.
Koloko with the steal. Scotty the no-look. Gary Trent Jr. attacking, spinning, bank shot, good.
But at this phase of Giannis's career and Scotty's light years ahead of Giannis. Now it's about work ethic, and you saw what Giannis done in the, as a play.
The older brother.
The older brother.
He knows on the floor where he can get his. Here's Beauchamp, and then as that 3-pointer is good from Beauchamp. Get Chris Boucher going here on a Sunday. Bobby Portis Jr. racing ahead, sends it back now. Ingles working with them. A couple of veterans there.
And the Drew Holiday for always having a handle of basketball.
Banton attacking. And a great job. The look off.
Yeah, you definitely have control over that. And you got to have the personnel. You got to understand, the energetic players. You see Bant again using his length. The energy, as you heard right there, right? You heard a player saying, switch, and there wasn't a switch. As I mentioned, it's not bad because you see now this game is just turning into the Raptors reserves versus the Bucks reserves. And
Crowder 3. From players 25 years or younger, guess who's number 1 in the league? Milwaukee. Here's Harper with a 3. Only 7.7%.
DeMar DeRozan, he wants to send the Raptors packing. And another person on that team, Patrick Beverley, he has the mindset, and he has just his approach is the spoiler, the underdog.
Guarding and doubling and doing the things that he does.
He's always interesting. Like, what's the criteria? Like, I was on our team probably from a guard standpoint when I played probably the better defensive player. But I got lit up every night because I was guarding the best offensive player usually. So
it happens.
The defense is
Danielle was awesome. A little Easter Sunday. Got the eggs.
Should have worn my white suit, man. I'm telling you, I should have worn my white Easter suit.
Oh, Scotty Barnes with a reverse slam. Throwing it down. Here's Scotty Barnes, played 17 minutes in the first half. See how many he gets here in the second half. And that shot is good.
And that was great.
5 points.
And that was great action by the Raptors. And Gary Trent Jr. finding Precious. And I'm just impressed with Precious, his shooting. As you see Crowder with a nice floater. But
Achiuwa sends it now to Trent Jr. Here's Gary, rhythm 3, and he got it. Pull up 3, short. Trying to hustle for the rebound, stumbles. And said that he was hit in the face. Here's Carter. And that 3-pointer is good. 13-point game after Gary was on the court, Joe Ingles was saying, hey, watch as you're moving back this way on the floor. Sometimes you understand it, too, by the way. It depends upon where the help is coming from or where you are in rotations when you're racing out to a three-point shooter. But if you can close out as Portis.
I don't think he would go. I think they got way better.
I don't.
I do. Here's Scotty. Oh, Barnes! Throwing it down on Bay Street. Crowder. Chua. With the left hand pass. Gets it back. Off and running on a Sunday.
What this Raptors team, they can do. I don't care who's in the game. You have athletes that run the floor, they can pass the ball, and they can finish above the rim. A high score, you can't go anywhere from that.
Well, there's all different. That's a Chua.
No, I wanted to get your perspective, you know?
You don't care about my perspective, you know that. When it comes to that.
I remember playing against the Indiana Pacers, and he had Chris Mullin on the left wing, and he went. It looked like he was going to do a reverse layup, and he finished with a reverse two-hand dunk. I was thinking I had to earn my stripes.
And then when your 10-day with the Clippers, you did not. Whittington lays it back up and through. You did not. Did you?
Right off the plane, coming right off the plane. My main man Mike Dunleavy pulled me to the side and said, "We're not re-signing you."
Here's a Chua with the three. 86 will get you sometimes, right?
The knees, but the business. As you see, Will Barton with a nice steal.
Boucher with a slam dunk.
See, we got to start ranking these dunks. That's about 4 dunks on this half, right?
Over 4 more threes a game than the Raptors. They're 4th in makes and 4th in attempts.
Played multiple positions on defense, strong. 13 years in the league.
Boucher with a slam dunk. Here's Boucher for the Harper Jr. And Will Barton lays it up and in.
And I like the way he plays. He plays with aggression as well.
From Seattle, Washington, of course, great history of basketball in Seattle. There's Crowder with.
It seemed like it was an influx in what I guess 2000, whatever. But I remember.
And 41 on the season. Here's Whittington. Wigington on the inside over Barton, and the bucket is good.
And you look at this game and you see who's going to earn some opportunity and continue to grow within the game. Read situations. These are still NBA players, and these are still NBA situations. Learn how to play within.
Barton with the three. That's good.
You're looking at situations. How can I continue to get better? How can I continue to grow and learn?
And Harper Jr. with the finish and fouled.
You got to realize these guys are coming in. It's just not a game. This is personal. And when it's personal, it's a different type of intensity.
Reverse layup is good. And they had Lonzo Ball, unfortunately, headed for his 3rd surgery. And here's Joe Wieskamp. Doesn't go. And Achua with a layup. That's good. Kicks it. Here's a 3. Doesn't go. Let's check in with Savannah Hamilton.
Thanks. Well,
yeah.
You guys are just talking.
As we head to the 7-minute mark, well, I look forward to it. Play in on a Wednesday night as Beauchamp knocks it down. And this is a Raptors team that can get through the play-in. Here's Harper Jr. with a corner 3. That's good. 1 and 3, a little bit of some up and down there, but it's also dependent upon who's playing, right, at that given time. As Malachi Flynn connects. Raptors were 3-1 against Cleveland. You mentioned the Raptors 10-1. That's all since February the 12th. 3rd best home record in the NBA. Only Golden State and Memphis who are 12-1 during that stretch. Koloko on the feed from Banton. For Nick Nurse and the Raptors, and for the Milwaukee Bucks,